Guess let's play first. Well, it's one land elf. Come on. There's no way that anything could happen to our elf. Keep. This is mono elf aggro, son. Get some. Land off the top would be very nice. It's not quite a land. I guess Signet is just better than Elf here. Is that correct? Yeah, it's gotta be. Because then and we can Wayfinder next turn. Sure. A little unfortunate, but there's no way we miss land for 2 turns in a row. Selesnya again. Alright, alright. I can probably beat a Courier Hawk. You're not a land. What are you doing? Alright, the question is, what do I get with Wayfinder? I think it's just a forest, because we've got so many... Yeah, it's got to be a forest. It's not even a question. Wait. Cancel. Cancel. Undo everything. There we go. Signets, how do they work? Yep, I kind of think that's where we're at. There we go. And next turn we'll untap with for 5 mana. We draw land. We draw land, that'll be 5, 6. We can Siege Wurm next turn. I'd be okay with that. I could live with a turn 4 Siege Wurm. Okay. Gain your 3 life. 3 life. Or whatever it is, sir. Because it's probably going to die soon. Hopefully chumping a Siege Wurm. Land. Land this time. Not exactly a land. So, I mean, if I fist Wayfinder, crack in. No, it's bad. It's bad because it doesn't boost toughness. I could fist and stay back and guarantee we play Siege Wurm next turn, or I could just play Rotworm, which effectively does the same thing, I guess. Oh, I guess I talked myself into the play. Taking just all the damages. I'm expert enough at the format to know that my opponent could have some card. Okay, is this an X spell? Sundering Vitae. Main deck even. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's unfortunate, but we can still Siege Wurm if we draw land. Which has not happened yet this game, to be fair. Still not a land, but so I could have 2 5-power creatures. It doesn't seem terrible. That does not seem terrible at all. And crash in with a 5/5 and a 4 and a 5/4. You think just fists the worm, and then next turn we can Siege Wurm presumably 2, 5, 6, 7. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, that line is probably better. Truth be told, I don't think we can. I assume this is, well, it doesn't do a lot to chump, I guess. When you could, I'm not going to chump, probably going to trade. That's fine. Interesting. Really seems like you'd rather trade there. Did they think this said regenerate? Does this say regenerate and I missed it? No? Like, Courier Hawk I don't think is getting in 14 more times. Maybe they have something to put on it? Maybe they can deal with a 5/4? Oh, that's true. Gather Courage. Yeah, it's a good call. I was intentionally holding it up. Sure. Oh. Double main deck Sundering Vitae. Okay. Well, alright then. Land would still be a good draw. Cannot block. Alright, I guess I'm just going to start making Siege Wurms. 2, 4, 6, 7. Sure. I guess there's no reason to not crash in with the Rotworm first. Take 5. Yeah, please don't deal me unnecessary damage. Thank you, game. If you like this one, you'll really love the second one. Any creature that starts with the name Siege is extra special in doubles. Ooh, an Evangel. I'm scared. I'm reasonably worried about an Evangel. So I could Motorvine Cloak up the Civic Wayfinder and serve with 3 5/5s essentially. I could just play another Siege Wurm and serve with 2 5/5s. Sure. That seems like a reasonable line. Wait a minute. Okay. It's odd. It's completely fair. Or something like fair. Unfair. There we go. It's very similar to fair. Is there a smite in this format? Okay. Fair, fair. There we go. How do you like my other 5/5 trampler? Is this good? Is this board state good? Is there a Wrath? Wrath would also be bad. I mean, there's a lot of mana on the other side, but there's a lot of power on this side, and there's some more power they don't even know about. Even if I don't play Moldavine Cloak at this point, probably just right-click, attack with all creatures, and see what happens. I mean, if you want to serve with your Evangel. Alright, do I put Cloak on anything? Like, I assume he's got a kill spell, or like scatter, or something, but I don't see how you deal with these tramplers. I assume I can win without showing anything else. Maybe that's a wrong assumption on my part, but that's what I'm assuming. Putting my elves at risk may not be the best idea if it turns out that's wrong. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Like, this is not a board state that's going to be easy to get out of. Yeah. Alright, so opponent has Evangel, and pretty much that's what we've seen. I don't know that there's any reason to board differently. I mean, obviously, Signet and our enchantments are, you know, in a bad shape against Sundering Vitae. But as long as we're getting our value out of them to begin with, I'm fine with him having Vitae in his deck. Like, I don't think we have enough playables to get rid of all of our artifacts and enchantments. So we may as well just run them all. Alright. Yeah, this one land hand looks a lot worse than the other one. We're going to have to send this one back. Seriously. On the draw, I guess I can think about keeping it. I'm greedy enough. Alright. Alright, I think 3 mana will get us decently far here. Forest, Elf, go. Obviously way less explosive than the last hand we had, and there are still things we need to draw, but... Alright, so Shell... No, not Fists. Well... No, I'm just going to run out Shell. Lands off the top would be very, very nice. And of course that's not what happened. Well, all we can really do then is fist up Shambling Shell and pass. That's a pretty rough spot to be in. I mean, it was greedy to keep this, but... can't do anything else? Sure. At least this means we have more creatures, so we can convoke next turn. I guess we can't actually convoke out a Siege Worm next turn. And this also gives us blockers. I mean, we've got kill card, we've got a finisher. I think I'm okay with us just sitting here staring at each other for a little while. As long as our opponent doesn't land like a guild mage or an evangel. First strike vigilance is a little rough. I guess it's an interesting choice on their part whether they should attack with something. Yeah. So we're in this position now. Alright. Your turn, opponent. Your turn, opponent. Land off the top wouldn't be bad. Civic Wayfinder wouldn't be bad. We have live draws is basically what I'm trying to get across here. Get your damage in now while you can, opponent. At some point, I'm just gonna have a lot of 4/4 forest, and it's gonna be bad for you. It's totally gonna happen. Interesting. Alright, so Mortipede, Strands of Undeath. Which one do I want to cast? I guess if I put Strands of Undeath on... If I put it on Shambling Shell, currently that does basically nothing because of the Night Guard Patrol. I'll run out Mortipede. Again, it doesn't block, but... it is another body on the board. This scatter? Or some such nonsense? It is indeed scatter. Exactly that nonsense. I mean, presently I could just attack with Mortipede and kill 3 saplings and a safeguard. Getting back scatter, okay. A little bit of value going on there. This question is, if he attacks with everything, do I block? Okay, moot point. Answer was probably not. Probably just swing back with Mortipede if I have nothing else to do. I can activate the ability and, like I say, take out 3 saplings and a safeguard, or, well, probably more accurately, more saplings? Alright. Well, that's 5 mana. There's nothing here I really want to brain spoil, though. Well, it still has 4 cards in hand. Yeah, the problem is I attack with Mortipede. No, I get saplings no matter what. Just put the Night Guard Patrol last. I'm not forgetting how combat works, right? Like, if the Night Guard Patrol is last, he would deal damage last, so I kill 4 damage worth of stuff before that. But timing-wise, does this anything that comes into play after I activate this ability will still be forced to block, right? No is less. Yes, I understand that First Strike will kill Mortipede. What I'm asking is, do I kill everything else first? Like, I put all 3 saplings and the Safeguard in front of the Night Guard Patrol. I trade Mortipede for 2 cards. Scatter the Seeds and a Centaur Safeguard. Yes, it dies to the Night Guard Patrol, but I get a lot of permanents off of my opponent's board. No. Okay, fair enough. Alright. It only affects what is on the board at the time. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll just run out another Mortipede. And we'll have, what, 6 saplings? I'm in a bad way. Alright, fair. And this is going to be a Scatter the Seeds. Yep. Oh, another Convoke spell. This is... Oh, 4/7, you say? 4/7 with Vigilance, you say? I can probably kill that. That's probably something I'll feel A-OK killing. Sure thing. Is this gonna pump it too? Gonna combo me out? Alright, I am at 10. Alright then, since you did that. No, I still have to kill that thing. Strands is something I could do. I could just play Corruptor. It does block either of these things. Although, if my opponent wasted a Gather Courage like that, presumably they have something else. I think that's reasonable enough. I would rather Brains Bolt this 4/7. Let's see, what does the board look like on their side? Right, because they can serve in with 6 and 9 creatures. Presently I'd have 6 blockers, so they're getting through like 3 damage. I really don't understand that using Gather Courage unless there's some other pump spell in the deck, or in the hand rather. I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing. Oh, I guess I could have... What is it? Gain protection from a color? Okay, they didn't. Yeah, fair enough. Pass the turn. Next turn I can play a 3/6 with an ability. So the ball's in your court. I can also at some point force you to discard 2 cards. Just a thing I'm hoping to do in the future. Okay. Alright. A 2/15. Fair. That is a large creature. And by large, I mean tough to kill. Yeah, I mean, I can't multi-block it. Although without a combat trick, it does not get through a 3/6. That doesn't really even get through a 5/4. So the question there is, do I assume this last card is removal and play my slightly worse creature? Because I certainly haven't played anything yet that deserves to be removed. Sure. I'll buy that logic. I mean, I wouldn't be activating Corruptor next turn anyway, so it would just be a big blocker. 13, 14, 15, so yeah, I have enough power on the board to block this patrol if I so choose. I would give up 2 Mortarpedes in the exchange, but that is an option I have. Single mana? Okay, so just a cantrip. Fair. I mean, opponent cantripping seems good for us. If they pass with 2 cards in their hands, I probably just eat those 2 cards. Otherwise, I probably play Corruptor. I mean, it's not necessarily clear to me that you kill this if you have the opportunity. Yeah, I'm just going to block there and take 2. There's not a pump spell that can kill me from 8, is there? Like... Wait, what is this? Okay. Alright, I kind of just like putting this here, getting my opponent's last card, actually making them hellbent, and having this thing be able to regenerate. Yeah, like, I don't know what they're doing with those. Okay, it's a convoke spell, whatever it is. Chant of V2 Gazi. Okay, alright. You gain 0 life. Why didn't that work? He put Wojek's Siren on his green Centaur Safeguard, which meant he dealt an extra damage with his Night Guard Patrol, but the way Siren is templated, it also boosted my Sapling. So they still had, my Sapling still had 2 power, his Safeguard had 2 toughness, so his Safeguard still died. So he pinged me for 1, is effectively what happened there. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna serve. No, I'm definitely not just gonna serve. I'm just gonna hold back, and maybe he learns that Shambling Shell has text on it. Yeah, well, I mean, he targeted a green and white creature. He targeted the Safeguard when he should have targeted the Night Guard Patrol. Is the way that ended up working out. Alright, do I want to try to kill this thing? Not really, because then I kind of died of saplings, so... Vine Cloak. Well, that's interesting. Just going to play my 3/6 here, though. Going 4 is an actual cost, but hopefully we're okay here. I do still have the option of blocking with everything and sacking Shell. I mean, I recognize that it has trample, so it would be a very good target for Vine Cloak, but I do still have to be worried about dying to sapling tokens. I mean, I can't regenerate. If you can deal 2 more damage, like, at least if you attack, it makes me think about whether I want to block with Rotworm or not. Okay, alright. Do I care about the card opponent has in hand? I don't think I do. Could just serve in with a 4/4 here. Now that doesn't seem great. Cloaking up the Trampler also doesn't seem great. I'll pass. Hopefully. opponent tries to build up something more, and I can use strands for something else. Watch Wolf, okay. Yeah, that is probably the play. Alternatively, I can draw... I guess I have 2 kill spells, but really the saplings are the issue at this point. I mean, Watch Wolf is kind of relevant here. Yeah, no, I'm not going for it yet, that's for sure. Alright. Alright, what is going to block? So, I don't think there's any cost to just blocking with this. So let's see, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Block here. Sack this, grow everything, eat all the saplings. That's got to be the way to go, right? Sure, I lose my trampler, but it's still probably fine. Right. For some reason I'm thinking that's the team. That's definitely not the team. In that case I put it on a mortarpede. Which in this case has the most utility. Yeah, I was for some reason completely blanking out on the text of Shambling Shell. And thinking it did something completely different and gave +1/+1 till end of turn for the team. Yeah, it would be insane if it were the team. That forest. Do I want to dredge back Shambling Shell? Right, because it's 3 to cast. No, because then I can't activate this. Cancel. It's fine, I'll draw a card. Alright. That seems fair. I can be afraid of whatever they have in hand. I guess I still am. I can put Moldervine Cloak on Mortipede and still have this up. Sure. Means I can't make a 4/4 that can block, but just in case that's scatter, I'm not going to attack. Can I actually beat scatter? I can't beat scatter. Okay. I would take 1 off of scatter. And they played the land. I mean, presumably they just have land in hand. If I'm really concerned, the turn I want to go for lethal, I can get that out of their hand, presumably, but I see no reason to not just keep making 4/4s. At some point, they can't deal with a 4/4. There we go. I think we'll leave that in the bin for now, and we may start actually dredging that fairly soon. Alright, let's see. So I can trade Mortarpede for both of their creatures. Serve in with the 2 forests as well. Still have 2 blockers back so we don't die to scatter. I mean, this is a trade, but then I can just get this back. No, I'm gonna pass. I should have put this on first and then just regenerate it. Yeah, no, that's what I should have done. And since I didn't, I'm just going to pass the turn and not throw away my Mortarpede. It's a little bad because it gives them a draw for something. But I think that's better than at that point just deciding to throw away the card. Cancel. The forest is fine. Alright. Forest. Target you. Presumably you pitch your land. Right, so then I'm hitting for 12, 17, 20. I can't think of anything that's hasty in white or green. So, I don't quite hit for that much, do I? I have to leave the forest back. Because this is 3 to activate. Fair. Right. And because I'm an idiot, I'm still going to lose my Mortarpede. Literally says you must. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. If I'd taken the time to think that through a little bit more, I could have attacked with 1 last forest. Still had my Mortarpede, but that's fine. And yeah, opponent is dead on board. Sweet. Play poorly, get rewarded. To the semi-finals we go.